Well, Nigel, great coverage in the evening news about the gym and about everything that's going on, and it's couldn't be more topical at the minute, could it?
No, I'm very, very pleased with how it's come out. Generally, it's quite sanitised. When you speak and I speak my own unique way, I'd say, but it's honest and it's from the heart and it's what I feel. Usually they sanitise it and try and clean it up to try and make you sound a little bit more eloquent, I'd say, but it didn't, and it really struck a chord with quite a lot of people on social media. So, and it needs to be talked about. And as you say, what's going on nationally certainly is horrific. But I also believe that there's a lot that the government can do and not doing for whatever reason. And I think talk's cheap. It's easier to stand in Parliament or wherever to talk about what could or should be done, needs to be done, and isn't being done. But I don't genuinely believe that they have a great deal of empathy with these kids, and I do, because I'm surrounded by it. The kids from my area at the boxing club do carry knives, and unfortunately that's something you have to educate. But it's a serious conversation that needs to be had, and the paper sort of translated that, the way I said it, which is no bullshit, and that's what needs to be thought properly, because they are killing themselves and it's horrific. And I do believe that gyms like mine, not just mine, there are many gyms in the surrounding areas that are doing some fantastic work, and they're saving lives, and I do believe that. So little by little we're all changing the world in our own way, and we're all doing it for our own reasons, but fundamentally it's all about the kids and the youth of the surrounding areas, and they need help. It's not my life, it's not what I was brought up with. I was brought up with fighting all my life, and black eyes don't kill, knives do. And there's a campaign going around, and I'd want to be part of it. I want my gym to be part of it. I want every gym to be part of it, and conversations need to be had seriously. And hopefully they're done, and people can be saved, because I know I'm rambling, but it's horrific. And I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen kids who are carrying it, and I've had the discussions with them. I've discussed why they carry it, and the discussions that I've had with the kids who I've found out who are carrying knives, they don't want to use them, and it's easy for people, on social media to say this should happen, that should happen. They shouldn't make prison sentences worse or prisons worse or whatever. But that's not working. The fact that the kids feel they need to carry a knife is they've failed. We've failed, and obviously it's got to come from home. But some of these kids haven't got a home like me or you or normal upbringing. So I've never carried a knife. I've never been part of that environment. But these kids feel like they have to, because they have to show other people that they've got it. And it isn't that they want to use it, even though when you're carrying it, you may have to use it. They're carrying it because they want to show someone they've got one, so that they get left alone. And it's a sad indictment of where we are. But it's also true life for these kids. They don't want to do it, but they are.
Is boxing one of the few things that can cut through all the crap, if you like, because you can have the street cred, and you can actually, it's not just talk, you can actually do it, can actually work. And as you say, it's not for the likes of me and you in a way. These kids live in a different world.
Yeah.
But how does it work? Why is it boxing can work?
I think the boxing gives the kids an out from that everyday cycle, the perpetuation of what they're doing, they're carrying the knives. But these kids get an out because even the people who carry those knives, or the gangsters, or the people, the mushies who are causing problems, even they feel proud of these kids. And because of the nature of boxing, the egotistical fighting element of boxing, what people may perceive it to be, it's manly, it's masculine, obviously women doing it, but it gives them this masculinity that people admire, and the sort of a street cred that goes with it. So it's unwritten. It's actually unwritten that they allow these kids not to be involved in it. So when they're gonna go, acting daft, roaming the streets, fighting, robbing, whatever they're doing, they're getting out because they realise they have a boxing history, they have a boxing to go to. So even the prats who are doing it, they give them an out because it's the masculinity, it's an ego thing, and they feel ownership of these kids, and they feel that by letting them go, they're taking ownership. So it's we have a responsibility, the people who have clubs to use that, to use that ego, to use that nature to positively and hopefully make a difference. And I know that I'm certainly doing it, with our gym, and I know that every gym that I know, I don't know of any gym who do it for a cynical view or a cynical way. And people have businesses to run, and that's fine. So there's a business element of boxing that comes into it. But people should be paid for engaging with these kids. We don't our gym, but I don't need to because I've got a job and I'm doing okay with my life. And so people deserve wages to engage with these kids because they're the people who are saving the lives of the next generation. And gyms like mine, if you close these gyms down, which happens too freely, you're losing a massive structure that can instill discipline, instill respect, instill that courage to say no. And whatever these gyms cost is cheap if it was 10 times the price, because it's not what the gym's costing, it's what they're saving. And it's very hard, it's very hard for gyms like myself to talk about when a kid from my gym doesn't commit a crime. It's very hard to audit that and to say, listen, we're saving millions. I saw a report on a gym in Warrington, which is not a bad area fundamentally, but a big council estate, but a gym in Warrington, and they retrospectively, or they had like a social auditing account, and they were saving the community £10 million by those kids not vandalising, not being in the penal system, not retaining their educational capability, not getting locked up, the judicial system, all that, which costs millions. They're not in that because they're in that gym. And while they're in that gym, they're not doing the noise that can happen. And it's very hard to talk to a politician and say, that kid's not making himself a nuisance in the area. But the fact that kid's in that gym every night, he hasn't got time to go and do what them dickheads do. He hasn't got time to do the nonsense because he's physically exhausted and all that. And while he's doing it, he's not creating a crime. And then it gives them the respect to get a job, to stay in education, to go on to bigger and better things. And even if that kid never boxes ever again, their lives are improved, and socially is more valuable than not being involved in it. So it's very hard to audit that. But I would have every gym, every bad estate, not council estate, because there's some fantastic council estates, every bad area should have a boxing club within it. And I believe that you'll see the value of that, and boxing can save the world.